Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me once again here in Computer Tycoon, where my beautiful computer company, Computers by Ajax, what better name could you give your company? Probably quite a good deal better, to be honest, but hey, that's what I've called it, so what the heck. Right, so as we can see here, my sales have been really taking off. We are in the first year of our computer story, 1974. And we're doing reasonably well. As you can see, we're making good money, 46 grand. It's not huge, but it's profit, and you can't argue with that. Our sales are doing quite well. However, our share of the marketplace, we are the purple company. Purple is a very good colour. It's an imperial colour, which means I should be selling to rich people. And to be honest, I am. And we'll see that in just a moment. Yeah, my share of the market is a little bit tiny. 5.85%. As we can see here, I'm playing, my avatar for this game is a lady by the name of Alana Slade, I think. Oh, it does tell me there. She's so small I can barely make it out. Yeah, I am, out of the 7 competing computer companies, I am number 6. But I am not afeared, because I know I have the skills, the talent, to dominate this market like this big boy in yellow is doing at the moment. He will eat my dust in a few years' time. It might be quite a few years, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, so my customers, as you can see here, are mostly in Spain. And the people in Spain are rich. Certainly compared to Peru, which is my other market. They are poor and they're not buying many of my computers. But that's okay. I can't make enough. As we can see here at the top, there is 111,000 demand points, and I'm only capable of manufacturing 90,000. So that's fine. Okay, now where we left off there at the end of the last episode, and I've just released my latest computer. Let's turn them upside down by date order. Oh, that's new. The arrow, I think that's changed. That's a bit more obvious now, I think, than it used to be. Yeah, so my latest computer, the Ajaxpost-74/2, was released just a few months ago, and it's quite a nice computer. And it's already, well, it's halfway to the sales performance of the previous model, which came out at the very beginning of the year. Now, I have, since I was preparing for this recording, I've done a little bit more research. Not a lot, to be honest, but a little bit. And I think I'm kind of getting to understand something, which I was very confused by in the previous episode, which was marketing. Now, we can see up here, I've got one of my bouncing alerts here. You have one or more unprofitable computers which are not covering their product. I cannot speak. I haven't been, well, I am drinking at the moment. Well, I'm not drinking at the moment, but I haven't been drinking previously on this. It's just I'm so excited. That's what it is. It's excitement. They're not covering their product marketing costs because you are not selling enough, or your prices are too low, or you've overexpanded your market territory and you do not have enough PP. Well, the latter one is true, and as we'll see when we look in here, this is true too. Now, when you have more than one of a particular type of computer on the market, as we know, I have got 2. I've got 2 home computers on the market at the moment. You are charged extra for marketing them. There is a marketing cost per computer, and as you add each computer to that campaign list, as it were, you get charged more. And you can only have a maximum of 3 computers of a particular type on the market at the same time. So 3 home computers, or 3 PCs, or 3 tablets, or whatever. You could have a home computer, a PC, and a tablet. That's fine. And indeed a laptop, whatever the other one is, I've forgotten already. So you could have 4 of different types. That's not a problem. But the thing here is this extra cost. Now this is the extra cost imposed by having more than one computer of that same type. So I reckon it's my old one here. I am on that one. And if we look at the release, no, it's the customers here. We sold 3 in the last day. That's not very good. And if I compare that to my new machine, it sold 90. So quite clearly the problem is this old machine of mine is no longer attractive to my customer base. So the answer, on the release tab. They've changed the tab since I last played this game, and that's what's confusing me. Oh, I like this as well. You can see an actual sales graph for this computer. So if we go, this is the AC 74.1, this is the 74.2. It's going down a bit now, but, well, yeah, it does that. But then I can't manufacture enough anyway, so it's not a big deal. But this one has, yeah, this is properly tailed out now. So let's archive this one here. And what we will see is when we go into our new computer, the marketing page of this, there is no extra cost. So the prices, or the product, the manufacturing prices, the cost of selling has been reduced, and that should, yes, increase my profit margin substantially.
You don't have enough manufacturing capacity.
By over, well, that's $4,000. That's excellent. Okay, I've also started to understand some of these things here, the focuses here, these question marks. It is sort of described here, and also there is one or two other pages on the tutorial, which I do recommend if you're new to the game, do go through the tutorial. It's a bit dry, it is just boxes of text, but it does actually walk you through some of the key concepts of the game quite nicely, quite clearly, and it does sort of explain what's going on here. So what's happening is each month that I am selling my computers, I am marketing my computers, I learn something new about what is important to my customer base. So what I'm learning here now is mostly casual computer buyers that want this, people who just have a computer because it's a fun thing to have. But I've also learned that features are important. Now, at this is where my knowledge comes to a stop, I'm afraid. I don't know at what point I can actually change these sliders. Do I need more marketing departments, or do I need to have my computer out in the marketplace for a few more months before I can start changing these? So these will change between question marks, pluses, minuses, and that sort of thing, which tells you, yeah, you need to focus on these kinds of attributes to your computer, which are all described if I actually go to here. So this is all the performance, the capacity, the features, the prestige, the rest of it. And I'll bring these up so I can keep an eye on my competition. I don't want to look at everyone's computers, I want to look just at the ones on the market. So yeah, mine is the latest one to be released, but as we saw at the end of the last episode, I haven't got these glass teletype screens yet, which is rather annoying. However, because I'm making so much money, I can go to my rich site, Spain, go to my research department and start spending more money on research. So 50%, that'll do. That's about $9,000. I can afford that, I think. Yes, very good. So, prom, research. Click on it. That's going to be done fairly quickly. Okay, what else do I want? If we sort this into... Yeah, that's the right order. Whenever a company discovers a new technology, the price of that research for the other companies will be reduced. So as we can see, at least 3 or 4 other companies have already discovered the glass teletype. So the cost of that research has gone down substantially. So we'll add that to my research list. I also actually want the compositor chips, because the compositor chips, they're this one here, they allow me to add video cards. At the moment I have no graphics card, I have no video card, but if I research compositor chips, I will have. Okay, let's keep this moving on. So if we look at the queue here, so I'm going to do it in this order still. I'm going to get the prom research done, which gives me performance. The VLSI will reduce my cost of manufacturing, which means I should be able to produce more computers to sell to more people. So I should make more money that way. The glass teletype compositor will come up fairly soon after that. I should be making good money.
You have researched a new technology.
I have done prom. Okay, that is good. Now the other thing we could do with is going into new markets. So let me just pause the game for a second, because I will need to think on this. I want to make more money, so I want to sell to rich people basically. So let's search the map in terms of rich. So the darker the colour, the richer the country is going to be. So Spain is rich. The Republic of Ireland is filthy rich because it's a darker colour than Spain, as you can see. That's quite good actually. If I go on the preference index here, features, it's not so important there. So would they be a good market for me? And look at their tax and reseller cut as well. That's quite high compared to Spain. Yeah. Would that be an expensive place to go? It could be. Can I do a survey on here? No, it's not going to tell me anything here because I don't have any market access there yet. Oh, another rich, very rich country is that Switzerland or Austria? That's Switzerland, isn't it? Filthy rich. Oh, again, the tax in Switzerland is huge. I'm not paying that. Now, I did spot when I was preparing for this, these countries down here in Arabia. So we have got the UAE. It's not a huge market, but then that's okay because I can't produce enough anywhere at the moment, so I don't want to go somewhere like the USSR, which I can't anyway, or the USA, or even the UK, because those markets are just too big. I will never get any real penetration of them. So the UAE, I could go there. That's not bad actually. The tax is a bit high. The reseller cut's more acceptable. But this is good. This is Kuwait. Look at that. Nice lowish tax. Nice lowish reseller cut. And it's 1 million people there. They're filthy rich. That should be okay actually, I think. Should we go there? Let's go there. Okay. Now, this means our LP points are now in the negative, as you can see in the top right. So I will be charged a premium for selling in that country. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've gone to Iraq. That's what I just noticed. I'm looking at Kuwait here, but the panel here is showing Iraq, and that's because I can't move that. If I click out of that, where's Iraq? Oh, I can go into it. Again, 1974, Iraq was quite an open, well, described as a liberal country. Open to debate, to be honest, but we're not going to talk politics this evening. So, Kuwait. Again, what do they think of features? Features are quite important. They're good for me as well, I think. But yeah, let's go into Kuwait. We will do that. Okay. Unfortunately, it's very small. There it is. It's very small on the map, so it's difficult to make out. Now, I am not. Oh, I am dominant in that market now. That is good. Excellent. I am. Can I get a survey of that? Oh, look at that. My computer is the best. Actually, have I selected all these? I have selected all these. Is the most preferred in this entire country. That is awesome. Who else is there? There's still a little bit of a glitch with the market share graph here. That particularly on smaller countries, it doesn't always show up what the share is. And I think that might have to do with population. I think that's my guess anyway at the moment. Anyway, yeah, we're not making so much money these days, but that's okay. We're doing reasonably well. What I would like to do actually is another factory. So let's search for a poor country. Oh, they're quite poor in Africa, aren't they? So can I build in here? That cost me... Okay, that's not too bad. I think it's the same price. Yeah, wherever you go, but the building of a site within the country. That's okay. Does anyone else have... Actually, I'm thinking Senegal or Ivory Coast or Ghana. I'm thinking actually Senegal. Yeah? Okay, we'll build a site in Senegal. What this will allow me to do is build another factory, because I'll get a nice bonus on this. Oh, I now have the site manager screen. Yep, that's fine. It just makes upgrades and managing my different sites a little bit easier. Okay, so that's going in. Could do with the logistics.
You have researched a new technology.
We'll do that. Demand is very good. My market share is going steadily, but it's going in the right direction, 5.95%. I have researched VLSI. Okay, so I want to pause this for a second, and I could actually afford to increase my research budget here.
You don't have enough manufacturing capacity.
Yes, I know that. Thank you very much. We're getting a new factory on stream very soon, so that's 18 grand. That is quite a lot, actually, isn't it? Okay. I think 10 grand is okay. Somewhere like that. Okay, which shall increase the speed of my research. I don't have an office here. Now, an office here would reduce the costs of the marketing. Sorry, the research as well. That'll give me a bonus. Not by much. Okay, I'm going to build an office there. I like building offices. Again, I can never remember whether that is kind of the suggested a tactic in growing your company or not, but glass teletype, that's good. Okay, so we now have 2 new bits of research. We have, actually there's 3. We didn't implement the keyboard. We did not add the keyboard to our latest computer. So we've got keyboard, PROM and VLSI to add to our computers. The keyboard's easy. That is an accessory, so we just add that when we design our new computer. The PROM here goes on motherboards and circuits, or sorry, motherboards, and the VLSI is more generally, where's that? That is manufacturing somewhere. Oh, there it is, there it is. That CPU, so we're going to spend money on designing new hardware components. So let's do that, shall we? Right, so we're going to take the CPU, click it, there you go. We're going to, if we go in here, we can copy this one. We'll call it number 2. Okay, and if we add VLSI, notice the costs here, the PP, the production capacity I need, and also the cost of each individual unit should go down. It does, quite nicely. That's good. Now, does that mean I can increase my base clock to give me another performance boost? Ooh. I'm not sure. That's 203. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll increase it a little bit. Okay, not well. That's hardly any, to be honest, but that will do, I think. So we have you. We want a new motherboard. Oh, where did this second one come from? What did I do here? I'm not sure. Oh, that was possibly from an earlier bit of research. The S100 bus, that's right. So we'll take you, we will copy you, make you number 3. There we go. And we're going to add PROM, and we're going to add VLSI. We'll leave everything else the same. So we're getting this wonderful new feature, which adds lots of features, points, well, a point of features, VLSI, which makes it cheaper to produce. So all in all, a good thing. Okay, so that's the motherboard and the memory. We can also use VLSI when we're designing our memory. Again, VLSI here, 137, 103. Can we... Oh, we can increase the capacity. That's good. Let's do that. We'll leave the clock as the same. Oh, I've just increased it a touch. Fine. That's what we'll do. Right, see what boost that gives us. So that's the memory, and we can't do video cards yet. No, because we don't have the composite chip, whatever it was, that we're researching. We've done everything we need to there, so let's create ourselves a brand new computer. So we'll make this, what's the year now? Oh, it's December. Okay, so this will be the first model we create in 1975. So we'll give it a 1975 name, 75-1, that's good. And we'll add our keyboard to it. We will upgrade the memory, RAM too. Click it there, that does it. The CPU, that's changed as well. Again, notice the cheaper cost. That's the main thing there for that. Removable media we don't have, graphics we don't have. The power supply, no changes on that at this point. And the motherboard. And this, again, an increase in features. The quality and the prestige might go up as well at the end of the day. But the cost here is substantially more. Oops, but hey, we've got prom now, so we can't complain too much. We could, but we're not going to. So that is our new machine. So we now need to put this into testing. What? What? There's an upfront cost for pro... No! Oh, heck. That's new. That is very new, and I don't like that.
Your building upgrade has completed.
11 million to test a new computer. Oh, heck. Right, we're going to have to reduce the cost, the budget.
Your building upgrade has
in
completed.
research a little bit. I think we'll take that back down to 50%. We're making a fair amount of money, so we should get to 11 million fairly soon, but that is annoying. It's very annoying. Actually, has my percentage of the market increased? I think it has. I need to go here, don't I? Share. That does look like it's increasing. My dominancy. Oh, I am substantially better than this green guy. Who's the green guy? IBN. Ha! Ha! I smirk in your face. I'm catching up on this guy here, but yeah, Cheap and Great is doing very well. Darn it. Okay, my sales. Oh, we're in 1975. I didn't notice the change of year. Right, we'll get to 11 million something, so I can afford to prototype my new computer. Oh, this is so annoying. Right, I think we're there. Where was my computer? There it is. And this is in prototype. Oh, it's not in prototype, it's in design. So how does it compare to the competition so far? Performance is middling. Capacity is poor, very poor. Feature set, again, is really good, apart from a couple of others. The quality is on the low end. Ease of use, nah. Okay, I'm good in some areas, but less good in others. Okay, so can we test this now? Yes.
Your new computer model went into the testing phase.
Now there is a bank, and I can take out a loan if I want to, but I don't want to. Oh! Our new factory's online. We're making more than we can sell. Right. So, do I change? I think I should change the prices actually of my machine here. Pricing here. Actually, if I compare my prices to, I am a bit pricey here. So if I change this to 4500, let's get this game going again. There we go. Are we selling? Yeah, we're selling a reasonable amount. And I'm building up a stockpile, which is good. But I think I can actually then go into, where's my factories? I can take Peru back down, take some money out of that one to produce less and save money. My market share is declining, unfortunately. But once we get our new machine on the market, we should be a lot better. Do I need to make it cheaper? Possibly. Does the stats... Let me pause this for a second. I want to look at the stats again. So my sales there, the share here. We've only got 1 year, so it's difficult. The graph doesn't really tell us a great deal, unfortunately. Preferences. I never really understood this. I might look at that in more detail later once I get my head around it. But Q8. Oh, nobody in Peru is buying my machines. That's disappointing. That is very disappointing. Oh, these other guys, yeah, it's one big company in the centre. Everyone else is sort of struggling along behind, so that means I do stand a chance of catching up. Oh, yeah, apart from my share falling, of course. I have lots of fans in Spain and some in Peru. Okay, can we sell our computer for less and still make money? Okay, 4250. Nope, I can't do that because I'll lose money. 45. That's better. Okay. Oh, people don't really like it. Could be better, but it works. Yes, I know that. Where's my new computer? Oh, it's nearly finished testing. That's excellent. Just as I get to the glass teletype research.
Your new computer model is polished.
Right. Okay. Let's market this one. How are we going to price it though? If we look here.
You have researched a new technology.
If we look here, the needed PP is that. The average cost. I could sell it for a bit less, can I? How my competitors doing? Again, who's the yellow guy? Cheap and Great. Now he's selling really cheap, but by the look of it, quite good computers. I'm still on blinking lights. He's got a screen. Okay, let's try this at 499. Just because that's the way people price things. Actually, can I make that 4500? No, 00, that will do. Right. Yes, so the rich people can buy it as well. I'm still making a profit. That looks okay, I think. Should I make that discount just 40? Right, that's fine. I'm good with that. Whereas the old machine, we'll start selling this, I think, properly cheap. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Right, now the thing is, because I now got two machines on the market. Oh, yeah, they like that. One of them won't sell. Yeah, this old one won't sell, so I need to, I think, take you off the market. Archive you. Done. Right, so how are you going to do? You're doing quite well. Oh, demand is up. Yeah, I need to increase my factory capacity again. Yeah, I remember doing this in the previous series. Spent a lot of time doing this. We get there in the end. Yeah, demand is good. My manufacturing capacity isn't quite up to the mark yet, but that's okay. Oh, I've got 1 LP, so I can go into a new market. Okay, do we want to go somewhere which isn't quite as rich as these countries? I'm not quite sure. Oh, I think this is a... Yeah, not quite sure why that's showing chimneys in the ground. Never mind. Okay. Right. So, let's go somewhere which isn't quite as rich. I'm still dominant in Spain and Kuwait, which is nice to know. Somewhere more average. Actually, Senegal is rich. Oh, look at that. That's cheap. Tax and reseller cut. Ah, yeah, definitely. Let's go into Senegal. Done. Right, people want my computer. I'm making lots of money. 127,000 per day. I want to increase the capacity in my second factory in Senegal. So let's upgrade you. Okay, it does cost a lot, but I should. Again, this may require me to fiddle about with the budgeting here, but that's okay. We can cope with that. Actually, get the game running and it'll move on. Right, shall we actually? It's actually March of at 75 now. Should we have a proper look at our stats, shall we? Right, so last year, our first year of operation, we made a profit of over 11 million. That's not bad. So far in 75, we're in March, 5 million profit. That's good. Our sales, this is quite good for our second year. Yeah, compared to our previous year. Our share of the marketplace, yeah, we're struggling still. But again, I'm not panicking about that at this point. Preferences, okay, good. My share, mostly Spain, very much Spain and Kuwait. Peru isn't really getting a look in. Could I make that machine cheaper, actually? For these poor users. Why would I want to do that? Because I can't make enough anyway. No, don't do that. That's a silly idea, man. That is a very silly idea. Okay, so the singularity, that's not a big deal at the moment. Dominancy, we're still struggling around the bottom here, but that's okay. My fan distribution, I have got fans in all 3 countries, mostly Spain, obviously. I'm going to end this episode very soon, but we'll take a final look at marketing here. Am I learning anything new? No. Basically, this is all pretty much the same. Reviews are good. Comp deals, I think that particular magazine or outlet, whatever you want to call them, doesn't like anything which costs more than tuppence halfpenny, to be honest.
Your building
that's
upgrade
fine.
has completed.
Right, I am now making more than I can sell, which is okay, but I can reduce my budget there. That's good. Actually, can I pump up research again? Well, I didn't want to click that. I wanted to go into the other site, which was Spain. The research, I can push that back up again. Yeah, and still make a fair amount of money. Okay, right, so there we are. I think we are doing very well for this stage of the game. Very well indeed. I'm quite happy. We are very much at the bottom end of the sales league, but I do intend to recover from that. We're 8% of the market share. That's okay. I am not panicking, as I said. We've seen this before and beaten the opposition. Not a problem. Oh, look, I'm dominating in Senegal as well now. Marvellous. Right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Computer Tycoon. If you have, it'll be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbs up button. Even better though, if you've got any thoughts, any hints and tips would be gratefully received. You may well have played the game and more experience of it, so your input would be very valuable. I'd love to hear from you. Or whatever you've got to say, then just drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Computer Tycoon. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.